Welcome back, everybody. This is Troy Kostasik for Explorminate4x.com, continuing with the second video in my Worlds of Magic Let's Play Dwarves. This is where we left off last time. I've got my unit here ready to move. We started building a granary in our city. It's going to take 5 turns for that to get finished. And we adjusted the sound volume here a little bit to make it better for everybody. So, hopefully all that works out fine today. Let's end the turn and get going. Alright, turns are very fast in the early part of the game. Let's see what's here at this oracle. Hellhounds. I've only got 5 mana right now, but I'm betting if there's not more than one Hellhound in there, I bet I can beat them. Let's see how many there are. Just one. 48 hit points. That's a decent amount. I might need just a little bit more mana to beat him. All I have to do is end the turn. Up here is my mana in the upper right hand corner. And, I'm making 5 a turn as it is right now. I can increase that if I want for just 1 turn. So I might just bump that up all the way. So that way I'll have 20 mana to spend in the fight next turn. And I'll probably be able to take that little world feature there. Okay, got 20 mana now. I'm going to go back real quick, return this to where it was so that way I don't forget. And maybe we'll adjust that some more in just a minute. But anyway, okay, got my units. Let's go fight this guy. Alright, there we go. Okay. I've got the same 2 units up here. You can see them in the upper left-hand corner. I'm just going to auto-deploy them. No big deal. I'm the attacker. I get to go first. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to use Phantom Warriors. It's a very good spell to lead with. Gives me an extra unit for the fight. And I'm just not going to waste any time. I'm just going to get right to attacking these guys. So, there we go. They deal 25 damage. That's really great for a summoned unit. They have no hit points, so they die. But, he went from 48 down to 23 hit points. And, let's see. I'm going to move this unit to right here. Leave that one there, and I'm going to let him come to me because I still have enough mana to cast another spell. Wow, they can move faster than I thought. Okay. Alright, so my guys survived. You know what? I don't think I need to cast another spell. I think I'll be just fine attacking them without any more magic. Yeah, alright, there. I won. So out of it, wow, I get a lot. I get 68 mana crystals, which is nice because I don't start with much mana, and then the spell Breath of Life, which it doesn't tell me what that does here. It'd be really great if I could right click that and get an information window, but I can tell you, if you cast this on a unit in combat and then your unit dies, at the end of combat it'll be brought back to life, so you don't lose your unit. So that's a pretty good spell. Nice 450 XP for my units there. And also, when you take an oracle, it reveals patches of Fog of War. Oh, wow. Let me show you something else here in just a second once it gets done. Okay, so now, different patches of Fog of War have been lifted, so I know what's there. And something really special is right here. You can't see it very well because it's grayed out. But this right here is something called an Altar of the Titans. That right there. Now, I can't deal with that this early in the game, but later on, this thing is going to be awesome. So I am really lucky that something like that spawned so close to my capital city here. So, awesome, fantastic. Let's keep going. Let's see, let's go look at this lost caravan. Maybe there's something in there we can get. Alright, I should be able to... Nope. Okay, yeah. Dwarves are really slow. That's one of the main complaints people have about them. So, you know, sometimes you can only move one tile a turn, so they can be excruciatingly slow. Their units are tough, which is great, but they're slow sometimes. Okay, no guardians means we get whatever's in there, but not enough movement points to interact. Okay. Alright. Wait my turn. Units interact. And we pick up 36 gold. That's great. They still have some movement left. What is this thing here? Ivory Tower. That's a really nice world feature. If I beat it, I can garrison units there, and each unit will give me 2 points of research. You remember this screen? Right here is my research in the lower right here. And if I garrison units, I'll get bonus research for that, which is pretty nice. So as you can see, it's going to take 28 turns for me to research this acid elemental. That's a long time. So, I don't know. I'll see what's there. What's there? Elementalists, runecasters, druids. Probably can't take that right now. I will soon, though. Maybe we can head toward this runestone. Okay. Now, the game's prompted me to go take care of my city. We built the granary. You can check what buildings you have, well, at this tab. And right there's the granary. So now I'm making extra food. And I can store food. And I think I might just make an extra unit right now. And then put a marketplace in the queue. Market will increase the gold I get from my city by 50%. And I'm going to put a farmer's market in the queue, which also makes food. So I can have a larger army in there. Alright. Good enough. Actually, there's one other thing I'm going to do. I can manage my city from this screen. And right now I'm producing 2.12 food. It's technically more than I need, so I can... Now, sometimes you can kind of put an extra guy here into the craftsman and get some extra production so you can hurry things up, but I just can't do that at the moment. My food goes negative and then my units will desert, so it was worth a shot. Alright, let's see what happens next turn. Get my units to move over here. Let's see, coal, silver. Alright, this unit is done. I'm going to get him to move over here too. See if I can get them all to meet up. Now, let's see, move here, takes him forever. You move here. And let's see, what is at this runestone? Sometimes it'd be a little bit hard to click on these. Maybe I can do it next turn. Hold on, I'm having some trouble. Oh, I was on the wrong tile. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it can be hard to tell in this game. There's so much stuff on the map here that it can be hard to see exactly where things are sometimes. So I gotta get this guy to move back. That's fine, because it'll give these guys a chance to catch up. And then I'll have a larger army for attacking this runestone if there's some... Oh man, is there another Altar of the Titans here? I got 2 of those? Whoa. Wow. That'll be good later on. Okay. Let's move them together and then move them all onto this runestone. Elven Hussars. I'll have to interact with it next turn. I don't have enough movement right now. I can maybe beat them. Depending if there's only one. Let's see. Yeah, just one. 82 hit points. I've got 3 units. And I've got 133 mana. More than enough to cast a lot of spells. So, yeah. Yeah, let's try it. I mean, the worst that happens is I lose my units. No big deal. I can always make more. So auto-deploy, because there's no strategic sense in arranging them differently. Gonna lead with Phantom Warriors again. And this time, I'm going to move my units back a little bit. This way I have a little bit more time to cast some spells before the enemy units get up on me. Yeah. Alright. Let's go get them. You can see some nice animations there. I only lost half my Phantom Warriors that time, so that's good. That means they'll have to attack them before they can move next turn. That uses up their movement points. So, there you go. 6. Counterattack does 6. So, the Hussars are down to 30 hit points. My units are all safe. In fact, I'm going to change my tactics here a little bit since those Phantom Warriors did way better than I thought they would. I'm actually going to charge this guy now with my units. And let's see. What other spells do I want to use here? Yeah, I think honestly the best one here is just to cast Phantom Warriors again. And I may not even have to get my units into combat if I get pretty lucky with this attack. Wow, that was lucky. Do you see that? Yeah, that was a critical hit. So these guys leveled up, and I can show you in a minute, I guess, what that means for them. Got 111 mana, so way more than I spent fighting that. And Fame. Fame helps you when trying to hire heroes or mercenaries. It makes them cheaper. It makes them more likely to show up. So, not too bad. Okay, so let's see. This unit is level 2. He's got 64 hit points, and he's got a 10.4 melee. Okay, so 64, 10.4. And then let's look at the level 1 guy. He's got 40 hit points and 9.1 melee. So you can see what leveling up does. It adds 24 hit points to this unit, which is a lot of hit points. That means he could survive probably an extra round of combat just by gaining that 1 level. So that's really nice for those guys. Let's see, where could I head next? Any other things I could maybe take out? I do not want to mess with this Altar of the Titans yet. Too high level for my units. I need to find some good places to build another city. I think I'm going to head this way. And, alright. I've got 224 mana now, so that's going to last me a long time. I think what I'll do, I'll lock my spellcraft. This is how much mana you can spend in a turn. The more points you spend in spellcraft, the more you can increase your spellcraft level, which is basically how much mana you can force through in a turn or in combat. So that's fine. 5 is fine for now. I want to get this acid elemental out of the way, so I'm going to drop my mana down to 2. It's going to bring my research up to 8, and so I'm going to get that acid elemental a lot sooner. Alright, in the turn. Oh, wow. There's another sorcerer lord on this plane. Look like dark elves. Okay, this tells me I've met Prithvi Mata, which is the insectoid sorcerer lord. This brings up the diplomacy screen, and like if there's one area of weakness for this game, it's this diplomacy. It's just not the greatest. But one thing I like doing is I like trading spells in the early game for units. So I'm looking at what... Oh, wow. She's already got a hero. Oops. No, I can't ask for that. Already got a hero named Autumn Leaf, so that's pretty lucky for her. Let's see. Trackers, I think... that might be the Dark Elf units. Or maybe Draconians. I can't remember. Trackers. Well, they look pretty good. Let's see if I can get a couple of these. What do I not care if she has? Like, I really don't care if she has mineral attunement. Let's see if that works. Yeah, accepted. Alright, so I picked up some more units, and I think they show up here. Yeah, and they are draconians, which is awesome. They fly, so they can't be attacked by ground units. That's really great. Now this causes a little bit of a problem because I'm not making a lot of food. So I gotta go manage my city. So this slows down my production quite a bit because now I gotta feed my armies. But I don't have to do it yet. I've got 5 food stockpiled. You can see it in the upper right hand corner. I'm only losing 0.88 a turn. So maybe my city will grow where I can afford this army as far as the food goes. And not have to really sacrifice production to do that. So I'm going to get these trackers to catch up with my dwarves. Let's see, I'll send them over here like this. And you can see how much faster those units move than my dwarves. So, see, one tile, these guys move 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. Dwarves are slow. Oh, and there's more of her dwarven units right there. Move him there. Move those guys. I bet they'll be able to catch up. Yep. So now I've got my army. This is a pretty formidable army right now. I've got 2 trackers, 3 defenders. I can probably take on some pretty decent world features now. Let's see what we can get ourselves into here. See, she's also attacking these things. She just attacked the node. I wonder if it's got anything in it. No, it's empty. It's empty now. So, with her army, she probably had her hero in that army. They cleared out the monsters that were in this node. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take advantage of that. Go to my spell book. I'm going to cast a magic spirit, and there's something a magic spirit can do is they can tap this node basically and get me more mana from it. So that way I can kind of increase my power. So I'm going to send that magic spirit way over here and move my other units around. See what else I can find to attack. There's surprisingly little. Oh, here. Let's see what's in this. Every monster in the game. Okay. Nope. Won't be attacking that. Okay. Well, it finally caught up with me, losing that much food per turn. So now I gotta go sacrifice a little bit of production to keep my army fed. You can also see that I have some rebels here. That means my unrest has increased. So, you remember that spell I took during character creation, Tranquility? I'm gonna just go ahead and cast that. So that way I can keep my city at full production. Like, having rebels is just bad. They don't produce anything. They eat food, but they don't add production. They don't add food. So you need to manage them. You just can't let your citizens rebel. So now let's go back and look at that city management window. Rebels gone. Back to being a craftsman. I'll have my farmer's market in 7 turns. That's great. Alright, let's keep going. Okay. Alright, these guys. Man, we're just not finding anything to attack here. I'm really surprised. Oh, there's one of the other Sorcerer Lord's cities. Like, I don't think I really want to attack that right now. It's only got 1 defender. I'm not sure I really want to get into a big fight. I don't know what her power level is at the moment. So, like, that could be really dangerous for me. Just starting a fight without really knowing my opponent's strengths. So, not gonna mess with that yet. Okay, so I got my magic spirit here to this other feature called a node. Okay, that's what that is. Prime node provides 7 power with built siphon. So a siphon is this little thing over here. So I move my unit there, I click this, and he gets to work. In 5 turns, I'm going to be able to tap this node for power. Power is this stuff here in the middle that goes towards research, spellcraft, mana, all that. Okay, I'm going to unlock that now. Alright, here we go. Now she might attack me because she's not going to be happy that I'm tapping this thing when she's the one that actually conquered it. So we'll see what if that causes an international incident. Nope. Good. I didn't want to have a fight this early in the game anyway. Okay. Let's see. There's another node over there. What's in it? All the orcs. Okay. Let's see. What's in this? I don't want to travel to the other plane. This is a gateway. This will take me to the prime material plane. I'm really not interested in expanding there yet. I barely built a base of power here on the plane of Earth. So, over here's a cave. Let's go see what's in that guy. Alright, let's see. A Phantom Beast and Phantom Warriors. We know about Phantom Warriors. We can cast those. 16 hit points. Not scary. Phantom Beast. How many hit points have they got? 62. Ah, we can do this. Unless there's a bunch. Ah, not enough movement, of course. Oh, good news. I finished researching my acid elemental. So now I can choose something else. I think I'll go ahead and do Raider's Luck. Just because, like, I'm going to be emptying out these world features. And this is the time to do it. So eventually I'll cancel this enchantment because I just won't need it anymore. But if there's ever a time to do it, now is the time. Okay. Now that node has a siphon on it, I'm going to move my magic spirit away so you can get a better look. Okay, that's what it looks like with the siphon on. See it? Okay. Here's that. Where'd it go? Right there. This is what it looks like with the siphon off when it hasn't been conquered yet. So, alright. So now I go to my magic screen. You can see I'm making 22 power. I was making 15 previously. And it already upped my research, upped my spellcraft. It does the game does this automatically. You don't have to assign it. And that's all those numbers look fine. So, let's see what's in this cave. My magic spirit, I don't really need that thing anymore. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to dismiss this unit. It has an upkeep right here. 1 mana a turn. I'd rather be stockpiling mana. I don't need that. So you did your thing. Goodbye. And these guys. Let's go in here and have a look at this cave. Yeah. We can take this. This is easy. Again, I'm just going to auto-deploy. It does not matter. I love acid elementals. They are so good. These guys might be immune to acid, though. Hold on. Let's see if they are. Ethereal immunity, illusion immunity. Nope. So acid's going to affect them. Cast this. Alright. Send them. I generally like killing off units, like making sure that I kill units. Wow, he missed. So when I attack something, I try to attack the weakest unit first, because it just seems like racking up kills is more important than, like, killing off the biggest one first. That's a little disappointing that he missed. I'm going to move my units back so I can have a little bit more time to cast some spells here. This isn't always the best strategy, but it's one I use typically just so I get some more information about the battlefield. So, man, that acid elemental couldn't do squat against them. That's terrible. Okay, well, let's try a different thing. Let's try Ice Bolt. And it costs 6 mana to do, so I could cast 2 of them. I'll do 1 this turn, see what happens. He saved, but he still took 11 damage. That's not bad. I can go kill him right now. So my trackers attack, and they miss, of course. And they take 13 damage. Let's get my other trackers to do this. Now they're flying. This Phantom Beast back here will not be able to attack them. They missed too. Wow. This is the toughest Phantom Warrior I've ever seen. Okay, well, end turn. Now, see, he tried to move past my units, and when they do that, they get what's called an attack of opportunity or backstabbing. Worlds of Magic uses the D20 role-playing system, and that's one of the features of the system, is when you try to move past a unit without using any kind of stealth, they get a free attack against you. So that's what happened. He tried to move past to get to my weaker units and got what he deserved. Alright, so these guys are banged up a little bit. I'm gonna try casting this on this Phantom Beast to see what happens. 17 damage. That's much better. I don't want to take a chance of losing them. So I'm going to move him over here just to get him out of the way. And then this is my level 1 defender. He's just going to get creamed. So I'm going to move my level 2 over. Move my other level 2 up. And then wait for this guy to come attack. Wow, he moved right past. Now that wouldn't have... See, since my army moved, they didn't get an attack of opportunity there. If they had been waiting, then they would have. So, see, he's going after my weak unit. That's how the AI works a lot in combat, is it goes after the weakest unit. Sometimes that's the best thing for the AI to do, sometimes it isn't. Okay, so I've got 5 mana left. Not much left I can cast. In fact, just one thing, Keen Edge. It's worth it. See if I can get a critical. So, here. Attack this. And look, I got a critical hit right there. You can see in the lower left-hand side. That's exactly why you cast that Keen Edge. Now, these guys got obliterated in the counterattack. So, I need to finish off this Phantom Beast right now. All my units are going to attack. Okay. Let's get him killed. 17 damage. Okay, good. Got him. Alright, I got a couple artifacts as a reward. That's not a bad item right there. That's pretty good. And that, that's okay. Alright. So, now my second dwarf leveled up. None of these guys leveled up. So, alright, good. Now my units are kind of banged up, and what I can do is, if I wanted, I could tell them to fortify until they regain hit points. Okay? So I can just tell them to wait until they heal up. I won't have to give them any further orders. Alright, my city's done building. Normally at this point I would build some units to get a decent army going, but I got those trackers in trade. So I don't really need to build more defenders. They're not all that terrific anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build some arbalisters. I mentioned in the first video that dwarves get some good ranged units. This is one of them. But I need a sawmill to do that. So that's going to be my next building. Find a sawmill. There we go. Boom. Build that sawmill. Then I'll be able to get some arbalesters after that. And I'll be able to build a really decent army, go take down some of the bigger world features. All right, that's pretty much the basics, the very basics of gameplay. I didn't get a chance to found a new city this game. I'll probably do that in the next video. Um, it's kind of tricky, especially here on the Earth plane, finding a good spot to build a city. I'll go into that next time. So, anyway, I think that's good enough for now. This is Troy Kostasik for Explorminate4x.com. Hope you had a good time watching, and I'll see you again. Take care.